Hello friends and welcome to our class. My name is Mr. Pe. It's nice to see you again. Today, I am excited to show you what we are going to learn. For our learning intention, we are learning how to draw a tree trunk in detail. Sometimes when we draw our house, and then beside our house, we draw a tree. This time, we are going to learn how to draw a tree trunk in detail. Are you ready? To be successful in this artwork, our success criteria will be we are going to be successful if we draw more lines inside our tree trunk to create texture. So we are going to be successful if we draw more lines inside the tree trunk, and this will create the texture. Then we are able to draw a tree trunk in detail. Are you ready? Make sure you have your art book and your pencil with you. For this activity, we only need the pencil and the art book. You can pause and play this video when you are doing the artwork. Give me a thumbs up if you are ready. Great. Now, the first thing we need to do is divide our paper into two. Mr. Pe is going to make a vertical line from top going down. See? Now I have here 1 and 2. It means we will have one artwork here and one artwork here. Oh, that's gonna be exciting. We will have two artworks today. The first thing we need to do is to know how to handle the pencil properly. This is what we call light stroke. Light stroke. Light as a feather. This pencil is light. So this one, we will make light pressure on our pencil. Look closely. I will make a very light pressure on the pencil. Do you see it? Yes, you can barely see it, right? But this time, we're gonna go on to a heavy pressure. Are you ready? The light pressure, heavy pressure. And heavy pressure is like this. Do you see? This heavy pressure is darker. This light pressure is lighter. Now it's time for you to do a light pressure and a heavy pressure. Once you've done the light pressure and the heavy pressure, it's time for us to learn how to shade with a pencil. If you notice, I am holding the pencil in the middle. I'm not holding the pencil here. I'm not holding the pencil here. Where am I holding the pencil? That's right, I'm holding it in the middle. We will learn how to shade using this pencil, using the technique light pressure and heavy pressure. Are you ready? The first thing you need to do is have a very light hand, and from left going to right. Oh, it's like you're coloring with a pencil. You see? This is light pressure. Now I'm gonna show you what a heavy pressure looks like. My fingers are in the middle of the pencil, and I'm going to have a very heavy pressure. Do you see the difference? Light pressure, heavy pressure. It's time now for you to make your light pressure shading and your heavy pressure shading. Everyone is doing good. Now, it's time for us to combine these two. Heavy pressure and light pressure. What happens if we combine them both? It's like mixing them. So we will start with the heavy pressure here on this side. Heavy pressure here, going to the right. Are you ready? So we will start a heavy pressure. And this heavy pressure is getting lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter until your fingers are as light as a feather. Do you see it? Now, for you to do this artwork, the first thing you need to do is draw a rectangle like this. Once you've drawn the rectangle, you start the heavy pressure on the left side and ending with a light pressure on the right. Ready? Once you finish your rectangle, you shade inside the rectangle. Start with a heavy pressure. And then, as it goes in the middle, it's get lighter. And then, as it goes towards the right, it's gonna be very, very light. Very, very light. There. See? Now it's time for you to combine the heavy pressure going to light pressure. Now, you're doing a good job. Now, for the last artwork on the left side, I'm going to show you the shape. Who knows what this shape is? It's like a glass, right? It's like a tube. This is a cylinder. And once you've drawn your cylinder like this is our basis for our tree trunk detail. What does Mr. Pe mean? Everyone, draw a shape like this. Draw a cylinder. To draw a cylinder, you start with the oval, and then at the edge of the oval, make a vertical line from top going down, and then make a half circle at the bottom like this. Finished? And then, it's time we do this kind of technique from heavy pressure to light pressure. Are you ready? I'm gonna put some heavy pressure here and light pressure there. Heavy pressure, light pressure, heavy pressure, light pressure, heavy pressure, light pressure. And maybe some light pressure here. Do you see? Now it looks like a 3D artwork. This is like a tree trunk, but a tree trunk is not as smooth as this. Okay? Now it's time for us to make our tree trunk in detail. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Great. So this tree trunk is gonna be step by step. You have to follow teacher and listen carefully on how to do the tree trunk step by step. Because if you just draw any kind of tree without following the video instructions, you will have a hard time drawing what we are doing in class. Now, what we're going to do is draw the tree trunk in detail step by step. The first step is that we are going to draw the side of the tree trunk, the right side first, with a curvy line. Okay? Right side of the tree trunk. Second step, left side of the tree trunk. Do you see my lines? They are not straight. They are wavy. Most of the trees I see outside, the trees are not so straight. They are just like this. So the first step, we made the lines here on the right side. The second step, we made the lines of the tree trunk on the left side. Finished? Now the next step would be how to make the roots. For the roots, you only need to remember the up-down stroke. So from here, we will connect this one to this one. If we're going to connect this line to this line, should I just make this? No, we are going to go up and down, up. Make sure you play with your lines, and down, up, not like just normal triangle, and down, up and down. Do you see? I have irregular size roots. Some are long and some are short. By just doing up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now we're finished with our roots. We have drawn the first step, second step, and the third step for the roots. The next step is to create, what do you see here? What part of the tree is here? That's right, these are the branches. We are going to make the branches. Here on the roots, we start going up, down, up, down, up, down. Here, we're going down, up. Up, down. For branches, down, up. Are you ready? Going down and up. Very long branches are very long. Not like these roots. They are shorter. So here I'm going to make down long branches. And up. And down. And up. There. Now, we need to put some twigs. Twigs are the sticks coming out from the branches, like some oval-shaped twigs. See? It doesn't have to be so perfect like a groovy twig. You just have to make your simple oval long lines. There. Now I have some twigs. Now our tree trunk looks great. But remember our learning intention. We are learning how to draw a tree trunk in detail. And how do we become successful with this one? If we draw more lines. Remember, the key here is to draw more lines. What we created here is like an outline of the tree trunk. Now, how do we draw more lines? We can draw more lines by combining the heavy stroke and the light stroke. You may notice, just like our cylinder, one part is darker, one part is lighter. So this part here is like the light. And this is the darker. Now we are going to draw something like this, putting this texture of the cylinder here on the tree trunk. How do we do that? By making heavy strokes of wavy lines, you see? Heavy strokes. Maybe I can also put on a circle here so that the birds can go inside. What kind of bird can go inside this tree? See? Wavy, heavy stroke. And then, I will also combine it with light stroke. Very light stroke. A lot of light stroke. Light lines. See? I'm just playing with long strokes. You can even do short strokes like this. Right now, I'm doing long strokes. And you may notice, even if I do a lot of light lines, it becomes darker and darker and darker. Because I keep on repeating on the same area. And remember, you see, I'm gonna put more here, just like this. Some lines here like this. And I'm gonna do the same here on the branches. Dark on one side and it goes light. Dark on one side and it goes light. Dark on one side and it goes light. Also on the roots, dark on one side and it goes light. Dark on one side and it goes light. Dark on one side and it goes light. Isn't it fantastic? Now we were able to do a tree trunk in detail by adding more lines inside the tree trunk. Now it looks 3D. I'm excited to see your artwork. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the art class. Bye!